Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. Hey, fun, thinking right out here in the lab. What do I do for you? Oh, I got a nice one for you today. We getting good? Let's go. Right as a 25 rule to live by, storytelling. Story with a message, message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. Hope they're working out for you. That's what the name of the game. That's why we do what we do. Let's go. I appreciate you too. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtaining your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get all right thinkers to do just that. Know thyself. That's my goal. That's my mission. I'm working on it. Let's go. Do you know you? That's the question, rhetorical. But if you don't, stay tuned. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know is asleep. Excuse me, spiritually. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge yourself. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. To my eye, be true. Today's lesson, right thinkers. Let's talk about when the number one goal in life becomes the number one problem in life. What the hell he talking about today? Glad you asked. That's the whole point. The number one goal is to know thyself. The number one problem is we don't know ourselves. Quick lesson. I gotta keep telling this story. This is about the monk at the airport. Plane got delayed, flight was delayed, so he had to sit and wait for the next flight. So he's sitting down, newspaper reporter or news reporter in the airport looking for a story, seen the monk, ran over to him. Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Okay, sure. What you think is the number one problem in the world today? And put the microphone in his face, expecting him just right out something. He said, hmm, good question. But before I answer, can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. Come on. Who are you? I'm John Brown from so and so company. I'm telling you that. No, that's your name and that's your career. Who are you? Oh, I'm a man. Every time, who are you? He give him a whole bunch of spiel. He tell him, no, 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 that's just definitions of what you do and what you're about. But who are you? Man, the reporter got a little frustrated. Okay, all right, I don't know me. He said, that is the number one problem in the world today. So on that note, let's go. Yeah, us being what? Spiritual beings, having a human experience, and our purpose as humans is to know ourselves. The biggest problem as human beings, we don't know ourselves. See where I'm going with this? So let's go. Hope you understand. Let's go. But I've proven, and other people have too, I am not the only one, with self knowledge, you can be your best self through what? Righteous and virtuous living daily. Anybody had accomplished anything, they did those things daily for a period of time. Okay? I got 10 years in. I'm just scratching the surface, which is okay because I'm starting to see I ain't going nowhere, so you get used to this. Living right is this life, excuse me, living right in this life is the number one goal, according to yours truly, Mr. Wright, from all my studies and my past experience. I can say that unequivocally. Knowing thyself is the main order. That's the thing you need to be doing. Why? Because that's how you get into the afterlife. Remember, this is a prelude to something else, providing you do what you're supposed to do while you're here. That's the ticket. That's the concept. Trying to get you there. And knowing thyself is the gift. Not knowing thyself is the curse. Your choice. They said, gift and curse. To know thyself, God gave us life. What we do with that, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift to Him. And knowing thyself is a gift back to Him. Why? Because you're going home. Not to do that, you didn't appease and serve Him, you can't come home. Okay, that's the concept. Again, these are just concepts. Now, watch this. Now, when you're ignorant of God, aka your higher self, that is what your number one problem in life. You can be atheist, you can be a believer in any religious group, but if you ain't sincere in your belief, if you ain't active doing what you need to do according to that belief, you ain't doing nothing. Okay, so you just might as well be ignorant. Okay, prayers without works, useless. So all that good knowing, having out and not using it is a waste of time. Having a bunch of money and don't spend it. I got millions of dollars. What you buy? Nothing. What you got millions of dollars for? Supposed to accumulate things. With knowledge of self, you accumulate in what? Good deeds, understanding in this life to take you on to where you want to be, your best self here to get you to the next one. That's the concept. Again, let me ask you a question. Do you know you? Seems like a simple question I ask every day. And a lot of us don't have a clue. But we believe or think we do. That's the worst position in the world. Why is this? If you have self-mastery, that means you qualify to give what? Life advice. If you're not a master of your life, stop telling other people how to live theirs. Simple as that. I'm a master myself. Okay, I'm a master teacher of what I do. I can do this. Not bragging, but that's why I do it. Why? I got the goods. I got what I need. Do you? If not, let it go and accumulate it. Get then you could. But until then, everybody's a master, everybody's situation but their own. I'd rather master mine. I could care less about yours. That's where it starts with you. Being what's this? The master of everyone else's life does absolutely nothing for your life. I don't care what Sally, Dick, and Jane do, didn't do, was supposed to do. None of my concern. I concern myself with what I do, supposed to do, and should be doing. And that keeps me busy for myself. I don't know what the neighbor doing, could care less. Okay? Moving on. I keep trying to make that point clear. I see a lot of false masters, and that's annoying to me, of their crafts. And I have a problem with them. If you're good at what you do, got no problem about me. But if you're not, I got a problem with you. Simple as that. So I gotta call it respect. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm respect your actions and your works. That's how I can tell the fruits of your labor. Okay, I can see how righteous and how good you are by the fruits of your results of how you act as a person. That's the real deal. Okay, tell people never mind the title. Everybody wants to be titled. Everybody damn a title. What kind of person are they? Judge them for what they do. And if they what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. What? They're lying. Moving on. Having a doctor's degree in anything other than yourself means absolutely nothing to me. Understand that. Well, you can have all the degrees, you can have all, and if you don't know you, you don't have jack. How about that? So I'm not impressed with your accolades or your achievements and certain things. If you ain't got you, keep the rest of that nonsense. I'm moving on. Not knowing yourself is the number one problem, but acting like you know and don't is the worst problem. A lot of y'all think y'all know. You just don't want to hear nothing because you already know you. Biggest mistake you can make. Not knowing you, watch this, is your number one problem. And guess what? Only you can solve that problem. I can't solve your problem. I can advise you on how to solve the problem, but you got to put the work in. If I say do 100 push-ups every day in 3 months, see me, you do that, I guarantee you there's a change. Hold on, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Moving on. When you don't know you the problem, that's the problem. At least when you realize you are the problem, you can solve your problem. Stop making excuses for the problem. We all come into this world what like we come to the world what naked and ignorant of ourselves, but we have to grow and learn to be ourselves. That's the option we have. Everybody got the same option. This information I'm giving you is not new. It ain't my own. I thought up. It's ancient Egyptian concepts. Sorry about that, but it ain't new. Knowing thyself is the ancient times was all you had. Being ignorant was not an option. It was a way of life. Y'all call it religion now. Half of them don't work. Why? Because it ain't taking you where you got to go. Why? Think twice. Think about it. No one comes into this world knowing themselves. You have to learn it, live it, become it. That's when you go elsewhere. Until then, you're going to keep repeating over and over again. Nothing new. If you become rich and famous and know and not know yourself, means nothing. Absolutely not. Why? Because when judgment day comes, all the riches is put aside, your character is put on display, and if it's the bad, you lose. Simple as that. So to have all that here means nothing because you ain't going there. I don't need nothing here but opportunity to show and prove I'm doing what I need to do here because I know I'm going there. Simple as that. Moving on. In life, watch this, a life not lived to its fullest, aka knowing thyself, is a life wasted. Why? Because you're gonna get reincarnated. Simple. And that's your choice. Moving on. Know thyself is what? The number one goal. And I'm trying to show all my right thinkers. When you obtain that, you good to go. Moving on. Before I came to know myself, I taught young people I sell drugs and do all wrong stuff. Again, I taught. I showed what I knew. Again, that talent. I passed it along, even though it was bad. Well, watch this. When I became a master mason, I taught and started classes, raising from a dead level to living level perfect. I did all that worship, master, DM instruction, lived that lifestyle. When I was a mason, I lived the Masonic lifestyle of choosing the game. Again, whatever I did, I got good at it, aka mastered it, and then what? Taught it to others. Load UPS trucks for years. Best loaded in the history of UPS. Why? I had that thing down pat. I did the way it's supposed to be done. That's why most people didn't take the time to do that. I did. That's what made it work. That's how I mastered it. Simple. And what to put in. Now I teach my right thing philosophy. To those who choose to tune in and follow me, I appreciate you. But I'm doing this for those who want it. I could care less about those who don't. Moving on. All that calling me names. I don't mind false prophet. I ain't trying to prophesize nothing. I'm a teacher. Okay? So I'm not prophesizing nothing. Moving on. Somebody get the wrong impression, they get the wrong concept. That's fine. I try to correct every time you do. I'm personal. No, not a false prophet. Okay, not a prophet at all. Moving on. Teacher of the truth. That's it. Moving on. Where I'm at down here. I lost my page. All right. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now I now know myself. And it's a good thing why I live it. Yes, and I teach it daily. Again, whatever I do, when I do it, if it's good, I'm gonna give it to you. Simple as that. Moving on. I appreciate you do wrapping up. We are all God and goddesses in the flesh. If you Christians just think Jesus Christ was God, don't come at me, please. We all got the same opportunity to know ourselves. He did. He proved the point. Moving on. Knowing thyself means what? Means knowing we are men, knowing we are God, women are goddesses on earth walking as humans. Spirit in the flesh and humans, we are God in spirit. In essence, we are God and goddesses, male and female. Understand human form is what? The lowest form, spiritually. We are in hell. You didn't go no further down. When you die, you can put the body 6 feet deep in the ground. It's going to just turn into the ground and go on out. But the spirit, we already know. Not knowing thyself means you have a major problem. You can solve it. I can help you. Become the right thing and tune in every day. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Wrap it up. Our number one problem, not knowing thyself, can be solved with right thinking philosophy. What? Try it. Knowing thyself. That's the goal for all right thinking. So you try to take care of the problem. Each one at a time. Knowing you're a god or goddess in the flesh means you reach your number one goal in life. Know thyself, know who you are. That's right, thinkers goal. That's right, the philosophy agenda to get you there to know thyself. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Didn't want to take as much of your time. Hope you got the lesson.